So I watched a kind of inspiring YouTube video last night that I thought the guy had a really good perspective. He had been wanting to do YouTube for years, wanted to become a content creator, and couldn't seem to break through. And he discovered that he was just so obsessed with trying to figure out the algorithm or the niche market or whatever the YouTube gurus were telling him. And I already had many videos about this. My last video was about how YouTube gurus are so frustrating. We only exist so we can sell you a course about how to be a YouTuber. It's like, oh, shut up. No one should buy your course. It's stupid. Anyway, and I got to thinking about my YouTube journey. I actually started my first channel. I looked because I was like, man, I'm kind of curious. I started my first channel in 2006, and my first upload was in November of 2006. And I was like, dang, I didn't realize it was 20 years ago almost that I did my first upload to YouTube. I've been on YouTube that long, 20 years. It's like when YouTube started, basically. And I kind of realized that I was doing the same thing this guy was talking about. And it's funny because I feel like these videos are the one time that I've actually done something different than what I've always done. I guess my first channel, that's not true. With my first channel, I literally just uploaded anything I thought was fun and funny. Like, I just had fun with it. I didn't really have a goal for the channel. It was literally just to share and get my work out there, like the stuff I loved. Okay, buddy, I guess you're gonna let me go. People don't know how to do four-way stops. That guy was definitely there before me, but whatever. He probably saw my camera and was super nervous. He's like, oh gosh, it's a four-way stop and you better go, you better go. We're all going like 3 miles an hour. Like, if one of us starts pulling out, the other one can stop. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was interesting because I was thinking about my other YouTube channel, the one that made it the furthest, like almost 5,000 subscribers. I put just ridiculous amounts of work into that channel. And the last like maybe year of that channel that I was posting, I was doing something that I was like, oh, this sounds like it'd be really fun, and maybe this is what will get me views. Because at first I was doing equipment reviews, like review about gear. It was gear reviews about film gear. And I got kind of tired of it. I kind of got tired of chasing the new stuff, because like if you did a review of something that was like even 6 months to a year old, it got barely any views. You had to be like first to get the sucker out there, and it just became this rat race that I didn't want to take part in. So then I just kind of stopped doing it for a long time, and then I pivoted the channel to be more about my journey in buying a super slow-mo camera and what that was like. But the funny thing is every time I made one of those videos, it just felt like so much work. It wasn't fun. It was, I mean, I tried to make it fun and there was aspects of it that were fun, but all in all, it just felt like it was like this glooming force of like, I have to do this for some reason, even though I was getting like very few views on these videos. Like a lot of my videos I was getting, you know, a couple thousand views per video. These ones were like all under 1,000 views, like barely any views. And plus I go back and I watch it, I'm like, I don't really love this content that I created. Like it's not even that good. It's just like, it's fine and it's more experimental, I guess. But I was literally so focused on chasing like what I thought people would want to see that I was missing out on the whole point that I did YouTube back in 2006. And that was just to share stuff I made. Like, and I was so stoked to do it. Actually, the first video I uploaded was for a competition. So I actually started a YouTube channel to join a competition. It was the New Numa competition music video. And my second music video I made actually won 5th place, which was pretty cool. Anyway, and there was a lot of comments on it. They're like, you got robbed because you should have won like at least in the top 3. But whatever. I guess I'm going the speed limit. Excuse me for going slow, sir. I'm going the speed limit. Sheesh. Sheesh. But yeah, and it was funny because a lot of what he said in the video was like, hey, this is what I've done, is I let it all go and I just started creating for myself. And I was like, holy crap, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just creating for myself. Like, that's, like, some of you are watching this, which is insane to me, but obviously somebody's got to watch it because, like, I'm making it and put it on YouTube. If it was truly just for myself, I guess I wouldn't be putting it on YouTube, let's be real. So it's an exercise for me to help with my creativity, but in order to stay accountable to that creativity, I'm putting it on YouTube. Which I've said before. Man, there's so much traffic. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun, interesting thought. I've been thinking a lot about it and kind of contemplating and realizing that, what are you doing, dude? That is not smart. Do not, like, oh my gosh, that was so stupid. Guy was stopped trying to get into the turn lane, but it's like, the light was green and that light was red. Like, don't stop there. That's so dangerous, so dumb. So, here's to cheers to you guys and gals who are supporting this channel. Thank you. You know, and I really mean that. I can't believe people would actually want to listen to me talk, but apparently some of you do, and some of you find me incredibly annoying, and some of you find me funny. But I think that's just like anything in life. Like, not everyone's gonna like you. Why would they? You're likable to some people. Other people think you're just the most annoying thing in the world. Or they don't give two craps about you. That's probably part of it too. You don't even cross their mind. So, you just don't, you know, life's too short. Don't worry about those people. It's their friggin' problem if they don't like you. It's not yours. Unless you're a jerk. Don't be a jerk. I guess there is like, there's that aspect of like, I'm just a real jerk to people, but it's their fault for not liking me. It's like, well, maybe you could like change some things, but if you're actually honestly trying and some people just don't like you, like, that's different. This is like a personality thing. Like, there's certain people that I don't like to be around, but I don't have anything like necessarily against them. I'm not like, you're a terrible person. It's just like, I just don't really enjoy your company and I don't really want to hang out with you. It has nothing to do with like anything you've done. It's just who you are. Oh, I'm stuck behind a semi. This is always fun. Getting on the freeway, stuck behind a semi. Ooh, look, a Cybertruck. It's so cybery and trucky. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. I'm going for it. That's how it's done. Boom. Gotta love electric cars. You can just zip ahead of everybody. Like that. You go super fast. And then a cop pulls you over. He's like, what the you do? I'm like, I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I'm really sorry. My foot goes down on that pedal. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, yeah, you're going way too fast. I'm like, hey, officer, why don't you calm down? And he's like, I am totally calm. But he wasn't. Because he was yelling at me, and that hurt my feelings. This story is a lie. None of this actually happened. Just FYI. It does remind me of a story though. I was on an internship in LA working for Hallmark, doing, Hallmark movies. And we had so many late nights. The house I was staying at was a friend's house that was like an hour and a half away from set. And so I'd had to drive to and fro there every day. But like some days we went over, so it was like instead of a 10-hour day, it was like a 14-hour day. And so then I had to drive an hour and a half there, and then I had to wake up super early and drive an hour and a half back. And that was like, it was happening multiple days. So I was getting on average like 4 hours of sleep. Like, it was like no sleep. And one day I was driving home. It was like probably 2 or 3 in the morning. Driving home, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, this is so dangerous. I'm so tired. So I pull over, I get off, and I'm trying to find, I'm in LA, right? Like, I don't want to just pull my car over anywhere and just go to sleep. Like, I want to be somewhere somewhat like safe. So I'm pulling over, trying to find somewhere, and I'm kind of weaving in and out of lanes and just like looking for places. I'm like, is this safe? Like, maybe like fall asleep by a school or something? I don't know. and suddenly a cop pulls me over, and he's like, comes up to my car, and I'm super nervous and super like dreary and like I'm not really with it. And so this cop's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking for a place. He's like, what place? And I'm like, I don't know. And I like pull out my phone and make it look like I'm looking for something. I'm like, why am I doing this? Like in my head, I'm saying to myself, why am I looking for like some place to show this police officer the address I'm looking for? I'm like, this is making myself look way more sus. So I finally have this like, officer, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just so tired. And he's like, have you had anything to drink tonight? I'm like, no, officer. He's like, well, when was the last time you had a drink? I'm like, I've actually never drank alcohol. He's like, he looks at me like, really? Huh? Yeah. I was like, no, seriously, I haven't. Then I was like, look, officer, I'm really sorry. I'm just super tired. I'm driving kind of dangerously. I'm just trying to find somewhere that I could just sleep for a couple hours before I have to go home. And he kind of looked at me, he's like, okay, yeah. He's like, actually, this is a really safe spot. He's like, I would just sleep here. Like, get yourself some rest, feel better, and thanks for pulling off the road. I was like, okay. But it was so funny, because like, he literally thought I was drunk because I was driving so stupidly. But I also found out later that like, if you are driving tired, it is almost like you're driving drunk. So it's super dangerous to drive tired. So ever since then, ever since that moment, I decided I'm not gonna drive tired anymore. Like, if I'm super tired like that, I'm gonna do exactly what I did. I'm gonna pull over and I'm gonna find somewhere to fall asleep for a couple hours. On that same trip, actually, on the way home, I slept at a movie theater because I was going home, but it was super late. I'd been driving for like 20 hours. I was so tired, but it was still kind of early and I didn't want to go to bed yet. So I went to a movie theater and went and saw Transformers 3, which was awful. And then curled up in my car, in the backseat of my car, and slept until the morning, and then drove like the extra 5 hours to get home. Yeah, that was fun. Transformers, man, that first movie, I loved it. It was so fun. But I loved it when you take about 45 minutes out of it. Like, you edit out 45 minutes, because honestly, my childhood self, when I played with Transformers as a kid, like, I didn't have like a plot. It was just like two giant robots smashing into each other and then transforming really cool. Woo! And the sound effects they had in that movie, woo! They were awesome. So yeah, when you take out about 45 minutes of that movie, then you get mainly robots smashing into each other with like a tiny bit of a plot just to keep the movie going. And then it's fantastic. It's super fun. But most of that movie is pretty dumb. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's kind of my fun stories. Oh man. But I think that was, honestly, I think I've only been pulled over 3 times by, in my entire driving career, which is like 20 plus years. I've only been pulled over 3 times. Never gotten a ticket, but one of the times I totally should have. Like, well, here, let me tell you this. Like, my friend told me, he's like, man, you drive like a friggin' grandpa. And I do. I usually go the speed limit, okay? I go maybe 5 over once in a while, but most of the time I'm going pretty close to the speed limit. I don't drive crazy. I like, when it's a yellow light, I start slowing down. I don't usually speed through it. Sometimes I do, but not very often. So yeah, so I don't get pulled over very often. One of the times I got pulled over though, I hadn't registered my car in 9 months. So it was like 9 months overdue. And I didn't have my license with me. So I don't know how they let me off with a warning, but they did. Or maybe I had to pay a $50 fine. I think they did fine me for the, no, they did. It was a $50 fine I had to pay for the registration. They said they'd let me off on a warning about the license, but cited me for the registration. Which honestly, a $50 fine is like nothing when it comes to like, I don't know, 9 months of not registering your car. I guess it hurts enough that they're like, hey, like, maybe you should do this, you idiot. Maybe you should do this. I got an ingrown hair on my neck right here, and it's driving me crazy. Does anyone have a remedy for an ingrown hair? Put it in the comments. I want to know. How do you get your ingrown hairs out? Do you use tweezers? Do you just let it go? Like, it's so annoying. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like that. That's how I feel about my ingrown hair. It doesn't hurt. It's just, it's a bump on my neck, and it's annoying. I can't get it. Of course, I didn't really have ingrown hairs much when I grew out my beard. I feel like you get ingrown hairs when you shave. I had a beard for 10 years. It's crazy. I think I need to get off at this exit, actually. Pretty sure this is my exit. I'm gonna get off at this exit. I'm gonna go do more filming today. Still drinking this Zevia. It's basically like carbonated water with some flavor and a tiny bit of like stevia leaf, I think is what they call it, stevia leaf flavoring, which honestly has a little bit of like a black licorice taste to it. So if you don't like black licorice, you might not like it. It's just, it's very slight. It's not like a ton, but I love black licorice, and so I don't mind it. And they do a good job of putting other flavors in it, so like their like fruity sodas taste fruity, but there is just a tinge of like that because it's stevia leaf flavor that's in there from the sweetener. But it's good stuff. I recommend it. I like it. And you know, if you're a health food freak and you don't want to consume sugar, if you don't want to consume sugar, it's a great alternative. I think I got it. Yeah, I feel smaller now. Probably gross, sorry. You probably didn't want to say that this morning, did you? Like, I don't like it. You know what I want to say? Nope, you don't. No one wants to see that. I saw another video that I thought was hilarious of this guy talking about like oversharing on the internet, and I'm like, oh crap, am I oversharing on the internet? And then I realized, I was like, oh, not really. Like, I talk about my life, but it's in kind of vague terms. I don't give you a lot of information because I don't really know you. So why on earth would I give you a ton of information? I'd give you the same amount of information as I would give in a TED Talk. Oh, go give a TED Talk, and here it is, Micah Brown's life. Check me out up on the stage. Hey, TED Talk. What are you going to talk about, Micah? Oh, you know, oh, frick, randomly talking to cameras and how successful I am at it. And let me give you the algorithm course, 50 course guide on how to talk to yourself in the car. Right? You'll know I made it when I'm giving a TED Talk about how to randomly talk to yourself in a car and selling courses, selling all the courses on how to do it. Sign up today on my course in the description. I have 4 courses. One is, well, I won't tell you, you know what? Because it's all a lie. None of it's actually there, and I'm kidding. All right, love you, bye!